endeavors. There is a human endeavor of expression. Like that's what I do my live looping and rapping. Like that's what that's for. It's for me letting stuff out and feeling as though I am releasing the stuff that I have to offer and release. Cool. That's one human endeavor. You can be expressive. Awesome. Distinct from that, there is truth seeking. Truth seeking requires the total opposite. Like you should be doing zero personal expression in truth seeking. It should be purely just, I'm ready to hear what is true, even if it hurts me. Yeah. And in fact, not to be too self-centered about this, but that's my stage name. So my stage name is Reconsiderate.
Reconsiderate. Oh, look, we came right back.
That's cool. So the word is, so for anybody, because it's not printed on the screen here, for anybody just listening verbally, it's like the word considerate, like, oh, that's so considerate of you, but with re on front, reconsiderate. It's an adjective. So it means, like, when I present myself as reconsiderate, that means that I'm entering into a space where I'm willing to let go of absolutely anything that I think, anything that I have the opinion of, anything I believe, anything I want. Have to forego all of it. You have to go into a space where you're ready to get your ass handed to you. Like, I've studied martial arts as well, and I found that being in a dojo humbles you. Like you can't have an attitude in a dojo or you will rapidly be injured, and it's not a joke. And that, like, to go back to education, I would like to see our society move in a direction where all kids do martial arts, like through some age, you know.
I think that's important. I think a lot of that stuff. A friend of one of my former classmates, and her parent was one of our room moms, and she's one of the coolest. Shout out to Alicia Jameson, because she's awesome, and her daughter Raven. Her daughter Raven started doing jujitsu. Now, when Raven first came to me, she's very quiet, very soft spoken. Parents were divorced. There's a lot of drama going on in the home situation, but she was like, she was kind of finding herself. And she was she had a friend, but I don't think she quite found herself. She took on jujitsu, and her mom shares this on her Instagram, this journey. And Raven started competing, and she learned she didn't like losing, because there was this, like, she went to a tournament and she lost every match, and her mom would always show this picture of her going like, or like not raising her hand, the other person's raising her hand, she's like this, and she ended up getting somehow second place in the tournament, but she's still like she's sad, and the third place kid's like yay, and the first place kid's yay, but she's second place, and she's sad. But like it's really, there's something to that, finding the boundary, like finding your physical boundary, or testing yourself and really pushing yourself. It strips away that ego, and it really, and what's great is watching her now grow into the woman she's becoming, is her focus, her drive, now I'll tell you what, a couple more years, I mean, she'll take people to the mat and no problem. And I see that I see her growth in that. And it may not be jujitsu or martial arts for every kid, but you're right. Kids need more of that kind of experience to really, I mean, not necessarily Tyler Durden's Fight Club.
Right.
But in that mindset of, all right, let's test that, let's be Jack's testing of our boundaries, or whatever, or physical thing kind of situation. I think that's great. I went to Virginia Military Institute, and that was like prison, but it also, what was really funny about me is I went in thinking I was going to be this military hardcore, Army guy. And within the first week, I realized how not military I was. And I realized, oh man, I'm a piece of shit. And it was funny, but that was such an important shift in my thinking and realization of who of self-actualization, because I had been leading my life thinking I was going to be this. And then I went to a school where everybody had that mentality. And then I realized how far away from that I was. And I think that's such a ultimately, as sucky as it was when I was there, that's such a healthy thing to have happen to you, and to kind of encourage that with kids, I think is important. I also want to just really quickly, just the language arts instructor in me, just looking at Reconsiderate, re is the prefix that means again. and then considerate, of course, is consider. You think about it, reconsiderate is to consider again, or to be considerate again. It is that step back and think again, kind of step back and consider it again. I think that's freaking awesome, dude. That's awesome.
I'm a
Catch new episodes of Mental Health Mondays every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Start your week off with a smile and some inspiration.